The last days of Stefan Zweig and his wife Lotte in Petropolis were plagued with anguish. News of the war escalated at an alarming rate and added to their growing sense of isolation. An adamant pacifist, Zweig had left Europe and came to Brazil, a neutral country, but now he could clearly see that even Brazil could not escape the war. All attempts at remaining neutral were abandoned in January of 1942, during the Inter-American Conference in Rio, when Brazil announced it had broken off all commercial and diplomatic relations with Germany, Italy, and Japan. O Globo newspaper, Saturday, February the 7th, 1942, 8-column headline, Nazi Spies in Brazil. The same edition announced the first anti-aircraft exercises in Rio. Saturday, February the 14th, Carnival begins. Petropolis. Zweig and Lotte receive a few friends, among them the journalist Ernst Feder, also in exile, and his wife. They chat until midnight. Zweig seems relaxed. "It was the first time I managed to draw him out of his melancholy," said Feder. Over the next few days, Zweig begins to make arrangements. He doesn't even forget his taxes. He writes a note to Coogan, thanking the young friend and publisher for all he has done for his wife and for our son, the dog Coogan had given the couple as a gift. In other letters, he still speaks of his plans to write the essay En Montagne. Monday, February the 16th, Lotte and Zweig come down from the mountains with the Feders to see Carnival in Rio. Even in the outskirts of town, there are beating drum rhythms, people crowding the streets, traditional Carnival music. Fat Tuesday, February the 17th. Singapore fell when it could no longer resist. The joyous, carefree Carnival atmosphere aggravates their sadness. Stefan and Lotte return to Petropolis, having seen enough. Ash Wednesday. Headlines in bold letters. Brazilian ship torpedoed. Hit twice by German submarine, the Buarque sank in 30 seconds. Brazilian insignia were clearly visible. The first attack after breaking off relations with the Axis powers. Sunk off the coast of the United States by 2 torpedoes fired by the Nazi submarine U-432. The ship sank immediately. Survivors adrift on the ocean for 18 hours. Friday, February the 20th. Another Brazilian ship is sunk. War declared against Brazil. The Olinda is sunk by a submarine in the Caribbean. 2 days after returning from Rio, the Zweigs unexpectedly make the trip down from the mountains once again. The trip has not been scheduled. They had never gone to Rio twice in 1 week. Journalist and biographer Alberto Diniz feels certain that the news of the sinking of the Brazilian steamship Buarque prompted this unexpected trip to Rio. In Rio, the Zweigs meet with editor Abraham Coogan and lawyer Samuel Malamud. Zweig leaves a copy of the will he made the previous year with Malamud. He delivers to Coogan an envelope with various instructions, including his guarantee that Coogan retain the rights to publish his books in Brazil. Saturday night, their friend Ernst Feder and his wife pay a visit to the Zweigs in Petropolis. They spend 4 hours together. Feder later wrote, "I had never seen him so sad and dejected." The newspaper O Globo reports that the large German battleships have headed to the Atlantic Ocean to cut off the supply lines between the United States, Britain, and Russia. The final edition mentions the possibility that Brazil might declare war on the Axis powers. Sunday, February the 22nd. The household help has the day off. Stefan and Lotte spend the day arranging their paperwork, and at day's end, they commit suicide.